But you've actually made news with your reporting, of course, something you've been doing for a very long time. But you reported that there's great frustration inside the Pentagon, that generals and admirals are saying they're being micromanaged, and that Susan Rice is, in fact, giving orders to generals. Tell us about that reporting.
But that there are people in the White House who, and of course their argument is this is the president's war. He's the commander-in-chief. He needs to know what's going on. They're conducting very limited airstrikes, 6 to 20 a day, and the White House says, so we want to be involved in that process. From the perspective of the Pentagon, it's, what exactly are we supposed to do here? Get your finger out of our eyes and let us do the job. But there have been some successes here, or temporary successes.
And yet, Bob, you say that, quote, there is no strategy right now. Why, based on all of your reporting, who is telling you there is no strategy?
Well, I think everyone who looks at this realizes there's no strategy, and it's reported today that Dennis McDonough, the White House Chief of Staff, was up talking to the Senate Democrats yesterday, saying we were going to ask for a resolution and try to define a war resolution effectively and define what we're doing here. There's going to be a giant, and there should be a giant debate on this. This is a shared power. This is a, all of the, look at the Iraq War and the Afghanistan War, as we've talked about and tried to report on for years. I mean, no one has figured out how do you do this in a way that solves the problem.
Thomas Roberts.
So, Bob, this has been a president elected by the American people on the fact that he wanted to withdraw us from conflict, not us engage us in new ones. But as you talk about the potential for a war authorization, what is the White House strategy that's different from our last engagements where we discuss an in point and an out point?
Well, this is a group. Look, Obama is the anti-war president. He's withdrawn from Iraq to a certain extent, now back in Afghanistan. He's supposed to be withdrawing. Now they're going to slow that process down. He's discovered that the world can be pretty ugly and tough, and he switched on ISIS because this is a brutal, growing organization that has taken over, for instance, the northern Iraq city of Mosul, which is effectively their capital now. And the idea that an organization can do this so quickly, get so much attention in the world with these beheadings and burnings and so forth. This is something that has to be addressed, and Obama has, at least on this issue, no longer the anti-war president.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bob Woodward, thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you, Bob. We love having you on.
Up next, we get the very latest information.